Okay. I just woke up. I have no idea if this is going to record. I have no idea if I'm even going to post this. I don't even know how I'm gonna get this out, but it feels like there has been a big shift in the twin flame divine union sort of journey. I seem to be somebody who is very deeply connected to this, as well as my dad seems to be very deeply connected to this. And in the readings that I have been able to give him and show him, the ways in which things have lined up and the parallels in which I've seen in my life and in his life has been so synchronistic and so crazy and so to the point that it's like, okay, I think I have to start posting and putting these readings out here because I feel like it's going to help people. With that being said, however, energy is fluid, it is ever changing, and so nothing is ever set in stone, and there are outside influences and external energies that play parts in things as well as just everyday regular life. With that being said, we have the Lovers and the Five of Wands that came out. So what I'm feeling right now, I have a migraine that is insane on the right side of my head, temple side specifically, and my whole body is getting hot. What's really interesting is we have the orange here, right, with the Lovers, and then we have the Wands, which Wands are fire. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, you may be a fire sign, or fire signs could be significant. We are about to come up to Aries season here pretty shortly, so something could be happening during Aries season. But with the Lovers here, it just confirmed to me that the message that I'm getting right now is absolutely about twin flame, soulmate, divine union sort of energies. It feels like when it comes to this relationship, this connection, there's a lot of external or outside energies that seem to be playing a part. It's almost like everybody has something to say, or that it feels like there's just a lot of other energies tugging on both you and them. However, I feel like for you, the viewer, you are, yours is more so energetic, and yours is more so energetic, whereas what they are feeling is actual, like, external things from people. This could also be competition, so they could have to be fighting their way to you or making their way to you in some sort of way through other people, if that makes sense, or they're having to make sure that they are heard or stand out above other people. My stomach is getting nervous, like I'm getting nervous for something. 515 could be significant, or fives could be significant in generals. Fives also keep coming up, and fives are an energy of change. It's also representative of the, or if you're speaking of the fifth house, that's Leo, and we just had the full moon in Leo, so something could have come to light from the full moon in Leo, or there could have been a big dramatic shift. We do have a lot of energy going on in Venus right now. Oh, the fifth house is connected to like passion and like children, and basically what you're passionate about. And how I'm trying to turn this, or like connect it to Venus, is like Venus is love. So with everything going on with Venus, I feel like this full moon, although it was in Leo, I feel like it highlighted in a dramatic way subconsciously what we actually need for relationships. And so with this full moon, I feel like it sort of enhanced or showed the ways in which external things play a part, if that makes sense, or how these external energies have been influencing this connection. But I want to see, what is the importance of this? What is the importance of this? Why do you want this message out? It is an undeniable bond, though, and that too, I'm seeing it despite all of everything all around, despite all of the competition. It is a distinct, undeniable bond, a distinct, undeniable magnetism, a pull, a need, and it's almost like obsession, but obsession in the sense of like a yearning, like a bond, like a true, genuine bond. Eight of Cups. So the reason why this is coming out is because there's a change, because there is a new future. The Eight of Cups can be indicative of somebody walking away for a new future, or somebody walking away from illusions, because the Seven of Cups is being overwhelmed by choice, or overwhelmed by all of the options or ways in which you can go. It can also be overwhelmed by all of the illusions that are around you. And so the Eight of Cups is representative of walking away from the illusions, walking away. I just saw 5 of 5, walking away from what you have emotionally invested yourself in, but you recognize that there is just a little bit more, that ninth cup, right? So you walk away from the 8 cups that you've put stacked, that you've put time into, that you've put emotion into. You stack those cups gracefully, gently, with gratitude for what they've given you, for what they've been able to fill for you. And you move forward in pursuit of that ninth cup, which is the wish fulfillment, the full happiness, right? Take a deep breath if you need to take a deep breath. What else can you tell me about this 8 of Cups? I don't feel like that's supposed to be 6 of Wands. Yeah, walking away towards the ninth cup because there is success. You see success. They see success. Another 6 energy. So again, the Lovers with more 6 energy. This person could be walking away from a connection as well. A connection that they feel like they might have more challenges in. That they may not see themselves as successful, or that it may take, I don't know, anything worth having is hard work, but it also gets to a point where it's like, okay, if this is too challenging, then like, is it for me, or is it, do you know what I mean? There's a bigger picture here. I keep trying to, they keep emphasizing to me that there's a bigger picture. I'm not grasping the bigger picture. There's a bigger picture to this. There's a bigger picture to this. The 5 of Wands keeps giving me like a chessboard. Like a chessboard. Like there's a lot of players on the board. There's a lot of players on the board. There's a lot of moves being made. Everybody's trying to make a move all at once. But who is going to be the most successful? Who's going to be the most successful is the one who walks away from what is not emotionally fulfilling. It's good. Now let me not get this wrong either, or let me not like get this misconstrued in any sort of way. The 8 of Cups, you're walking away from what is good. Like, you know that those cups are good. You know that they fulfilled you. You know that things can be, you know that it would, it's almost like a settling energy where it's like, yeah, this would be good, but I know that there could be more. And that's that 7 of Cups, where it's almost like this paralyzing fear. They keep having me go to the before. So maybe you're in the before period, the BC, the before period. Oh, BC. That was dirty thoughts. Sorry, I can't put that in there. But anyway, some of you may not have been intimate with this person yet. So BC, if you're creative, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, you may be in the before period, but the 7 of Cups is like, it can sometimes be indicative of a paralyzing fear of knowing or dreaming of better, but feeling too afraid to move your feet forward because like what you have right now is really good. So like, would I be leaving all that I have behind that's good for a pipe dream, for what could possibly not work out? That's what that 7 of Cups is. And the 8 of Cups is making the very solemn, somber decision to walk away from what you know could be beneficial and what you know could be good in order to go after something that is better. The best way, they keep wanting me to put this in terms of a career, so maybe you're somebody that's just really career oriented and you can understand it this way, but it's very much giving me like when you're in a really good job, it pays well, you've got good benefits, it's good hours, you get good days off, like you've got all of these benefits, right? But for whatever reason, you're like, man, like I just know that there's a better job for me. Like, this is really, really great, and I know, like, everybody around me is telling me, like, I would be stupid to leave this. Like, yeah, you could go get another job, but you'd have no idea that it would be this good, or that it would be as good as the one that you have now. Like, why leave what you have now for something that could be detrimental or not as good? But it's this feeling deep inside of you, again, that like bond, that feeling of knowing, because the Lovers is also a choice too. Do you go towards the more familiar path, the path that you're already on, or do you go towards the unknown, the magnetic path, the path that draws to you, the path that you've always been yeah, drawn to, pulled to, the one that you just can't get out of your mind? And if you can't get a pathway out of your mind, then I feel like that means that there's something for you down that path and you're meant to take it. And so I feel like, especially with these coming right underneath each other, somebody's choosing to walk away from something that they've been emotionally invested in. Again, fire signs could be significant in some sort of way, or just the energy that fire signs bring, which is this bold movement, this momentum, this initiation to start things, to bring things into creation, right? To enact things. We have the King of Cups on the bottom. So I feel like this is a masculine energy who I feel like is making choices now based off of their heart. This could have been somebody who was thinking very logically, very masculine oriented in that sense. But the King of Cups for me is a masculine energy who is able to lead logically and lead in their masculine, lead with action, but able to take their emotions and how they feel and how others feel into consideration in order to move forward. This is also somebody who feels incredibly deeply for you. Again, I can't emphasize enough how deeply tied, how deeply emotional they feel towards you, how open they feel with you. I feel like this is somebody who can express their emotions, or wants to express their emotions to a depth of which you have not seen before, and they want to be able to show up in their emotions, in that depth, match you in that depth, and show you like, hey, I can be this deep. I can meet you just as deeply as you've met yourself, and we can continue together. This is also somebody who wants to take the lead emotionally as well. So the bigger picture overall here is taking this person, somebody here is learning to take their own emotions, their own heart into consideration above all of the noise, above all of the competition, above all of the external things that are going on. Somebody is deciding to take their emotions and take their heart and take what they truly want and walk into a new future, because they see a success for that future. They see the bond, they see the emotions, they understand the success, they understand that they're going to have to walk away from something that might be really painful, might be really hard. However, the hard work is paying off. This keeps coming up too in love readings, which I feel like this is just reiterating the fact that whoever is watching this, you have done so much work and so much hard work, and you've been so focused on your own career, on your own path, on your own physicality, that it is inevitable. There is no other possible way for things to go other than smoothly. There is no other way for things to go other than exactly the way that they need to, and the way that they should, and the way that they are. It is already predetermined, and you are already walking towards what you need to walk towards. There is no separation here within this connection, and I feel like energetically, spiritually, and mentally you can feel that. And what is happening now is there's action being moved in the physical to bring what you are feeling emotionally and mentally into creation, into fruition. This is going to be physical efforts, physical manifestations of emotions, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And that's what this bigger picture feeling is. I feel like that's what they were trying. Let me just make sure that I'm getting that right. I really want to make sure I'm getting this right. I would rather take time to get it right than to rush just to get it out. And that within itself is that's the bigger picture. That's the bigger picture. There's no need to rush. One, because everything is already set. Everything's already set. You can't really fuck it up, especially as long as you are moving in the way that you're meant to, going down the path that you're meant to, putting in the hard work and what you know you're meant to be working on, because it's different for everybody and we're all on a different path. But so long as you're moving in the way that you know you're meant to and putting in the work in the way that you're meant to, spirit will push you forward. And so this bigger picture is you coming, and Eight of Pentacles, this takes a really long time. Getting to the Eight of Pentacles, getting to a mastery of your craft, a mastery of your physical reality takes a very, 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 very long time. And so that's the bigger picture of things need to take time to make sure that it's right, to make sure that all the pieces are lined up. Again, that chessboard energy with the Five of Wands, because there are other external influences affecting this. Time is needed in order for things to be moved into places and pieces that are meant to be there. Again, it's like things are already set in stone, and it's like if you're or faded points, there's fluidity in between these points, but for the most part there are definitive faded points. Similar to like an anti-vertex or a vertex in astrology, there are faded serendipitous points in time that are destined to happen despite what is changed, despite what happens. This is a fixed point, right? And so that's sort of, yeah, the bigger picture is, while you've had your head down, while you've been working on yourself, time has been working with you to cross all of the T's, dot all of the I's, and really give things and feelings time to incubate and really sort of like hatch from an inner within standpoint. I don't know if that makes sense. Things had to cook internally, and so now what I'm seeing is that push, that drive to move things forward in hopes of a better future. Knight of Swords, because there's more information. Things are going to be speeding up quicker, more quickly. Excuse me. We have Page of Pentacles. Now, yeah, they're wanting me to take my time. I felt like I needed to get this out really quickly. Excuse me. And now they're having me like take my time to get this reading out. We have Page of Pentacles. What do you want to tell me with this Page of Pentacles? What do you want to tell me? What's the point of this Page of Pentacles? Ten of Wands. Okay, sorry, I was gonna say Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is typically what that means for me is it can mean a message, but it's also like the beginnings of something, the beginnings of the physical, beginnings of messages. It could be the beginnings of studying something. But then we have the Ten of Wands with, again, external influences, overburdened. But with the Ten of Wands, this kept coming out all this morning too. With the Ten of Wands, this is an ending of other responsibilities, or an ending of accepting or taking on others' responsibilities, others' energies, others' duties, and not allowing or stopping the cycle of feeling overburdened or taking on more than what is your fair share. And what's beautiful about the Ten of Wands is that means that the next step is the Ace of Wands. Again, more fire energy. But the next step would be the Ace of Wands, which is movement, inspiration, creativity. This is new energy, new projects, and again, new with the Page of Pentacles. So this is going to be a new ability or a new beginning, or like a trial run of de-shedding. That's all that I can hear. And they showed me like a dog like shaking off all the fur and de-shedding. So this is like, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. Ooh, whoa. This is hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake him off. Oh, the devil's the opposite of the lovers. yeah, so shaking off responsibility, shaking off burdens, shaking off external things that have prevented or like almost like, it's almost like it was like encapsulated, like time encapsulated. How do I I can't articulate this. It's almost like this was in like a time capsule while all of this was happening. Like this connection was protected, being incubated, being generated in this time capsule. Yeah, like incubated, like getting ready to hatch, but protected while all of this was happening. And now there's this beginning where you'll be able to like shake off all of this, and it won't feel so heavy. Again, with that Ace of Wands, after the 10 of Wands is the Ace of Wands, which is a new energy, a levity to things. Like weight is going to be taken off, shake it off. A weight is going to be lifted. Any lasting final things that you would like us to know? How would you like me to close out this reading for this twin flame journey? Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. Oh my gosh, hold on. I folded my jeans and they're starting to come at me. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So how this is ending and what you would like to know, what they are wanting to emphasize to you is that happy home life, that happy family, that legacy, that dream love, 2111 on the timer. That dream love that you have always wanted and always have looked forward, that's coming in. This person wants that too. That is the new energy, the new chapter that is starting to begin. Now, that doesn't mean that like as soon as you guys get together, that doesn't mean that it's going to be like immediate right off the bat you're getting married. It might be. All that this is saying though is that from what is going on right now, from what we can see, so long as things don't change and no pivotal points change, which I'll update you guys if I feel like there's been any pivotal points, so long as that doesn't happen, the goal, what both of you want, where this is going, is the 10 of Pentacles. So success, home, beautiful successful home life, beautiful successful family life. If you want children, this person is going to be able to help you with that, help bring that into this. I also feel like this is going to be somebody that you can set down roots with. This is going to be somebody that you can grow with. I feel like that's another reason too, especially with the 8 of Pentacles, why this person sees that it is so successful and why this person is choosing to leave what they've already created, is because this is more fruitful, more able to grow, more prosperous, more active as well. I like me better when I'm with you. Lots of songs coming in. I don't even like that song, so I know that that's channeled. This is, yeah, you like who you are, you like who you're with, you like your family, you like your home, and you've worked damn hard for it, and the legacy that you two build together will continue and echo throughout the ages. Both the love that you are able to radiate and give to each other, and as well as the physical assets that you've been able to build up, or that you will be able to build up, it will echo through the ages. Okay, I feel like that was more of like an immediate message, like a this is what's happening like right now. There's a bigger picture, and there is a longer, this is somebody that you will be connected to for years and years and years and years. They're showing me the moon card, and with that they want me to say that how much do you trust yourself to be in the dark? So if you are somebody who has been on this journey and you guys have been in separation for quite some time, how much do you trust yourself to be in the dark? How much do you trust yourself to be in that separation? How much do you trust your faith? How much do you trust the guidance within yourself to know that this is who you're supposed to wait for, right? But for right now, there's a bigger picture. There's longevity to this. And for right now, the pieces that need to be put together are being put together. And the time that is the time that this connection needs is being used fruitfully and in a way that you cannot see, and that is the bigger picture. And so sit in your faith, sit in what feels right for you, and continue to do what is in your best interest. Continue to follow your own heart and stay emotionally intelligent and as emotionally grounded as you possibly can. Your own internal guidance system has never failed you, will never fail you, and continues to help guide you. And I believe that you know that within your own heart. You have never led yourself astray. When you've truly trusted in yourself, and when you've truly walked in your own power and in your faith fully, you've never been let down. You know that. That's been proven to you time and time and time and time again. Stand in that same faith in this same situation. You will be prosperous. You'll be prosperous. No matter what this looks like, no matter what it looks like now, no matter what you hope it'll look like in the future, you're prosperous, and you will be prosperous, and you always will be. Walk in your faith, walk in your power. And yeah, I feel like that's the end of the channel. So I hope that this works. I hope that this helps. I hope that this provided you with some insight. Like I said before, energy is fluid. It is ever changing. You have your full power. You have free will. You can do anything that you want. Whatever a tarot reader says is just suggestion, just advice. You can make decisions off of it, or you can tell them to fuck off. Again, it's your choice. But nothing is ever permanent. You can always change at any point. It's always your decision. So I hope that this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one.